Hello students, in my previous video I taught you lesson number 2 bringing up Kari. Today I am going to solve the question answer of this chapter. So let us start. The first question, the enclosure in which Kari lived had a thatched roof that lay on thick tree stumps. Examine the illustration of Kari's pavilion on page 8 and say why it was built that way. So the Kari lived in a pavilion and it was made very strong in a strong way. So why it was built in that way, that we have to say. The enclosure in which Kari lived had a thatched roof that lay on thick tree stumps. It was built that way so that it could not fall in when Kari bumped against the poles as he moved about. So why it was built in that way? So that when Kari moved and touched the poles, it could not fall in. Next question, did Kari enjoy his morning bath in the river? Give a reason for your answer. We can write, yes, Kari enjoyed his morning bath in the river. So how we can say, he would lie down on a sandbank while his master rubbed him with the clean sand of the river for an hour. His master used to take him to the riverside and he used to rub his back with the clean sand. At that time, he lay down on the sandbank for an hour. After that, he would lie in the water for a long time. On coming out, his skin shone like ebony. Then after that, he lay down in the water for a long time. And when he came out, his skin shone like ebony. And he would squeal with pleasure as his master rubbed water down his back. And he would squeal with pleasure. खुशी से चिल्लाता था when his master rubbed water down his back. So next question, finding good twigs for Kari took a long time. Why? So Kari only used to eat soft and delicate twigs. So how can you say that it was a tough job for his master? We can write, finding good twigs for Kari took a long time because his master had to climb all kind of trees to get the most delicate and tender twigs. So finding good twigs for Kari took a long time because his master has to climb to select the most delicate and tender twigs. Because if a twig was mutilated, Kari did not touch it. Because if a twig was not cut in proper way, Kari did not touch it. Next, why did Kari push his friend into the stream? Why he pushed his friend, his master, into the stream? We can write, Kari pushed his friend into the stream because he had seen a boy in the stream. He had seen a boy who was going to drown in the stream, and he wanted to save that boy because he knew that he could not save that boy, so he pushed his master into the stream. Kari was like a baby. What are the main points of comparison? How can you say that he was like a baby? So what are the main points of the comparison? Kari was like a baby. He could be trained and taught like a small child. As like a human small child, he could be trained. If he was not told anything when he was naughty, he was up to more mischief than ever. Like a human baby, if he was doing something wrong and if he was not told, then he can do more mischief. Once he had stolen bananas also like a small child. Like a small child, he had stolen bananas also. Kari helped himself to all the bananas in the house without anyone noticing it. How did he do it? Without anyone noticing it, he stolen bananas. So how did he do that? We have to write. We can write, Kari stretched his trunk through the window. Through the window, he stretched his trunk and took away the bananas which were kept on the dining table. And then he took away the bananas which were on the dining table. He then quickly went back to the pavilion and ate all the bananas. Then he quickly went back to the pavilion and he ate all the bananas. Next, Kari learned the commands to sit and to walk. What were the instructions for each command? There were some commands in the lesson. So when he has to sit, when he has to walk, that we have to explain. Kari learned the commands to sit and to walk. If a word that was told to him and he was pulled by his ear, he knew that it was the signal to sit. If the word that was told to him and he was pulled by his ear, he knew that it was the command to sit. And if he was told Mali and pulled by his tongue, it was the command to walk. And if he was told Mali and pulled by his trunk that he knew that it was a command to walk. Now next last question. What is the master call? Why is it the most important signal for an elephant to learn? So master call is also a very important signal in this chapter for the elephant that we have to explain. The master call is a strange hissing howling sound as if a snake and tiger were fighting with each other. Master call is the combination of strange hissing howling sound. सांप के फुफकारने की और टाइगर की ग्रोवल की आवाज होती है. It was the mixing of both the sounds and it has to be made in the ear of the elephant. उसके कान में बताना पड़ता है बनाकर. It is the most important signal for an elephant to learn because if someone is lost in the jungle, and there is no way out, he didn't know how to come out, then master call can save him. And after listening the master call, the elephant pulls down the trees with his trunk and makes way through the jungle. When the elephant listens the master call, then after listening the master call, he comes out by pulling the trees and he makes way through the jungle. So this is all in this question answer. If there is any confusion, you can ask. And these all the question answer you will get through PDF. Thank you. Have a nice day.